Y'all nurses out here are not safe. Quick story time. So guys, I was currently working a night shift travel position at a hospital, right? Really big hospital. And I remember seeing two guys come on to the shift, right? It's nighttime, the beginning of the shift, and they had no ID badges, right? No uniform on. They had a weird looking, sheep looking, ratchet looking stretcher in their hands. And I remember trying to get the new nurse's attention. I know her patient was supposed to go home right after shift change. And guys, literally, I went by to go check on her patient for her and saw the patient sitting down with all her clothes on, ready to go. Now, I was a little anxious about the situation because it was just their demeanor. They never came to the nursing station to say, hey, who they were and who they was coming to pick up, guys. So I immediately went to protection mode because anytime somebody else's safety is at risk, my safety is at risk, y'all. So I remember going straight to her room, and I'm hearing commotion, and literally I can see the new nurse crying and screaming. I hear the guys cursing at her and threatening her and saying, let me see your name. And guys, I don't know what it is about me, guys, but I jumped right in the middle of it. Yes, I did. And I automatically was talking to the guys, and I'm looking at them, and I don't recognize them. They don't have their company's names on, not even an ID badge, guys. And I remember saying, hey, man, I know we don't get I said the hospital's name, and I said, I know that we don't get nothing right here. So what can I do for you? And he was like, well, that was all I wanted. And I said, well, tell me what's going on. He started telling me what's going on, and they was afraid that they wasn't going to get paid for picking the patient up, da-da-da-da-da. And what they basically did was push the stretcher try to get past the nurse, because the nurse was blocking the door to protect the patient, and push the stretcher through her to try to get to the patient, being very aggressive. So when there's an aggressive situation, y'all, you want to always talk calm. You always want to think quick on your feet as far as what you would say to the person that is very upset, because sometimes words are powerful, and if you say the right thing, it diffuses the situation. And guys, I was able to diffuse the situation, but I also was like, hey, you want me to walk y'all out? Have you ever been here before? Just trying to get more information, you know what I'm saying? Be real cool and chill. And the nurse was crying her eyes out, and I remember hearing the guy say, let me see your ID badge. I'm going to look you up on Facebook, but threatening her. And she literally went to give her ID badge to this guy, and I remember smacking it out her hand and looking at her like she's crazy. But anyway, when there's a situation and you feel like your life is at risk, or you're at risk for harm, or your patient, you don't know what you would do. So all I did, the best that I could, was got them off the unit, guys. And of course, we called security right away. But y'all know security don't be on time. So, you know what I'm saying? When things are popping off and when things are going on, it's good, even if it's not your patient, to listen to what is going on and to kind of be more aware of what's going on. That's why huddle is healthy, when you knowing who's supposed to be going home, who's supposed to be staying, who discharge got canceled. You need to know, even if it's not your patient assignment, because as a nurse, what if you have those same patients the next day or the next week? And at least you know what was going on with that patient care. So guys, long story short, the nurse was like, didn't know how I knew that the guys were not who they say they were, and da-da-da-da-da. She was bawling her eyes out. Well, I said, well, I've been through so much, guys, that literally when it comes to a safety, my spider system, I call it spider senses, they always be working. And I always pay attention to body language, especially when people are bypassing nursing stations, going straight in rooms and things like that, guys. Recently, I had a patient that was on a ventilator, guys, in ICU, and literally the daughter turned off her ventilation, talking about, oh, I'm going to switch her back to some other. And let me tell you, I did say something right away. I said, let me tell you something. We had a serious conversation. Then I went and reported myself to the manager and let her know the serious conversation. Mind you, I'm on a travel assignment, or I'm just floating around. I don't have a unit. But I let that manager know. She was kind of like, well, she's kind of cool. We want to keep that customer service level. Nah, you don't. First of all, safety is always first, guys. Always first. If something was to happen, that daughter did it. How we know she did it? You understand what I'm